Next story.
Next story is about virtual rape.
Good.
It's a frightening and disgusting trend in the world of online gaming. Hackers rewriting code to simulate sexual assault. Shauna Hunt is live with the disturbing reality of virtual rape. Shauna.
Well, Roger, in the world of gaming, modifying characters is actually a common thing, but these cases are extreme. These hackers, they're taking control of games being played online, and they're staging these violent attacks, and the scenes are so disturbing, we had to blur the images.
Good. Let's see it.
Wait till you see them.
Online, they can take your character, lock them in place, have made their character pantsless, and then can simulate sexual assault with your character, and you are helpless to stop it.
The graphics are so good.
Oh my god. Oh, this is a serious problem.
Yeah, it's so fucking disgusting, right?
Oh, this, wow. Whoever did this should just be locked in jail for the rest of their life.
One time when I was playing Star Trek Online, someone was following me around trying to hump me in the game, and I just kind of laughed it off like, what the fuck ever.
No, Ben, you were assaulted, buddy. You need to call the Rape Crisis Center.
I think I do, now that I think about it.
Yeah, you need to call them right after the show tonight and let them know that you were fucking virtual raped in Star Trek Online.
This attack is eerily realistic, but this is virtual rape. Hackers.
He's fully clothed.
Is that eerily realistic? That's not eerily realistic.
Rewriting codes and hijacking online video games like Zombie Apocalypse and Grand Theft Auto. The vile scenes are then posted to YouTube.
He shoot him in the crotch.
Oh, this is horrible. Think of the children.
Think
of the children.
Does it even fucking really matter that they blurred out that little bit right there? Honestly?
No.
I mean, you can...
Americans are stupid.
I know. It's like they bleep out words on TV that, you know, there's no secret what word they said.
Right, and every single person there knows, like, oh, well, they just bleeped out the word fuck or the word shit.
I do think this is a report out of Canada, though, but whatever.
Well, fuck Canada, too.
That's deplorable and should not be allowed anywhere. Like, they should be banned off the servers immediately.
And Sam Meggs, an avid gamer and blogger, tells me in some cases these hackers, also known as modders for modifying the game, will talk to victims on their headsets during the attacks.
When you can hear the person on the other end who's saying these things directly to you and they're saying them directly to you, that's a whole other level of harassment, really.
We all know many video games are known for their violence. In Grand Theft Auto, for instance, players carry knives and guns and they get away with looting and murder. But the sexual brutality
that is horrible.
Now popping up online has the attention of Toronto police.
It is certainly something that we would be, you know, interested in hearing about if people.
A boot.
I knew you were gonna do it when he said it. You know,
and I love how Canadians like, we don't talk.
Yeah. We were just talking about that the other day. Every Canadian I've met swears they don't have an accent.
A boot.
And that's okay. I mean, accents are accents. Usually, you know, when you live in a different place, you may speak a little differently.
Nah, it's bullshit. Every way but talking but mine is fucking horrible.
I've experienced it.
In this scene, a dog has been modified to do disturbing things, and Detective Sean Marshall, who...
It's not a real dog. If it was a real dog, I'd probably have a problem with it.
Wow, so in an imaginary world, fucking fictional characters have been modded to do things that some people don't approve of.
And this is a high-ranking police officer taking this shit seriously.
They're sitting there like, wow, I see that they made the dog hump the air right there. Wow, that's horrible.
Investigate
this just needs to be locked up for life.
Cybercrimes tells me this new trend is hard to label. Are there charges that could come along with this?
We do investigate cases where people are being bullied online or being extorted online. So
extortion is a real crime.
Yeah.
You know,
virtual rape is just silly. That's like a nuisance that is not a criminal matter at all.
Yeah, I think other matters need more attention.
Those things the police will absolutely investigate. When it comes to something like this, we could investigate it. It gets very difficult.
Police say in these virtual rapes, harassment would be hard to prove, and tracking down the invisible hacker could be next to impossible.
It depends on where the person is that's actually doing it. because they could be anywhere in the world.
Right, and they wouldn't be able to enforce some sort of strange...
No, I think we need to spend a lot of time and resources on this problem, Ben.
Yep.
Because if we let this go on, then, you know, apocalypse, fucking, you know, everyone's dead.
Sam Meggs stopped playing online over a year ago because of what she calls a misogynistic mentality that already exists in the world of gaming. And she says these new rape scenes only illuminate that.
It's violating, it's triggering for people who have survived assault in the past. It's a visual representation of all that terrible verbal stuff that you get as a woman online.
Pretty much any game that you can play online can also be hacked and modified, so we're taking a look at some of the ways that parents can keep their kids from being targeted in their virtual...
Is this really a law enforcement issue? I mean,
no.
If you don't like it, either don't play the game or complain to the game developer at the very least. Don't try to get the cops involved. They're not going to be able to do anything.
No, Ben. These people are the scum of the earth, and they just need to be stopped at all costs.
Virtual world.
This
If
might
you know what
trigger
you're doing,
someone, Ben. This might trigger someone. Don't you understand the importance of triggering?
I don't know. Explain it to me and do it in your feminist voice, please.
Well, Ben. Someone could see that happening online and be reminded of the time they were raped. And then once they see someone getting raped, if they're raped online, it's going to feel like they're being raped in real life because it is a rape, because that character represents themselves. And if they see that character violated, they themselves are being violated. And that triggers them, and that could destroy their fragile psyche. So whoever's doing this needs to be put away, they need to be destroyed, they need to be castrated. And their balls need to be hung in the public square so that women can spit on them.
Sounds perfectly logical to me.
It is logical, Ben.
you can kind of get into the back files of any video game.
These realistic virtual rapes have mainly been happening in...
There's nothing realistic about them.
Everything they have shown, none of it has been realistic.
What's up with the floating cone?
I don't know.
I don't understand that. Does that happen in real rape? When someone's getting raped, is there like an orange cone floating
One of the
over
little
them?
known facts about rape. If you actually rape someone, an orange traffic cone will begin floating over the rape site.
Oh, shit.
It's just one of those unexplained natural phenomena.
Grand Theft Auto, but hackers modifying characters and creating these disturbing scenes can...
Is that even a hacker thing where you can shoot the guy in the crotch, honestly? I mean...
I don't know. I'm not even sure.
And that's not rape. That's just shooting
what does
someone
that
in
even
the
have
crotch.
to do with it? You know, it's like, yeah, you're getting shot in the dick. That's not anyone's definition of rape.
Hijack any game if it's played online, putting all gamers at risk, including kids.
Well, that's kind of terrifying, I guess.
Ahmed.
He sounded really concerned. He's like, I guess that's kind of terrifying, I guess.
That's kind of terrifying, I guess. After they sat there like, what do you think about the fact that your online characters could be raped in the ass?
And, yeah, I guess I'll have to keep a closer eye on it.
24-year-old Ahmed keeps tabs on his younger brother's gaming life. Abraham is just 12 years old.
That's why I don't give him a headset when he's playing online. I usually always mute the outside world. It's mostly just him playing his game itself.
And while the only way to avoid becoming the victim of a violent modification is to stay off the internet, gaming expert Sarah Drew tells me there are guards that parents can use.
Going on, like, this is usually the kind of story that lasts for like a minute or two and then it's just done. But
I don't know.
This is just droning on and on and on. Like, this is some fucking serious issue that anyone should be fucking concerned about.
Must have been a slow news day.
I don't know, man.
To ensure their child's online experience is as safe as possible, and it starts with your choice of console.
So because the Sony PlayStation is free online to play, they don't have many privacy controls, whereas the Xbox Live...
These people are working for Microsoft. I knew it.
Microsoft planted this whole story.
Console master race.
Community, they really have a lot that you can do as a parent, whether that be going in and putting a code on, or monitoring the friends, or just simply, blocking communications and muting people online so that they can't speak to you.
And parents are also being encouraged to pick up a controller and learn the games that your kids are playing and keep consoles and computers.
Microsoft also wants to let you know that parents can also play games too and buy more games.
Oh, Microsoft.
In a family
How much
room
did
where
you
there's
pay
the
for
most
this
supervision.
Yeah. Saw some familiar places that I've been to in this report, ironically enough. Like, it kind of looked like Queen Street West. All right, so next one. 12 women die after forced sterilization surgery.
Okay.
Real misogyny, not video game misogyny.
No, this is the story that no one should care about.
Right.
Don't worry about this, everybody.
Keep arriving. More than 120 women hospitalized. Some in critical condition. 13 have died after having their fallopian tubes tied in a government-organized mass sterilization drive.
Yeah.
Government-organized mass sterilization drive.
Focus on Bayonetta instead.
Yeah, that's what's really important.
Right.
But these hackers are modding characters to fuck you in the butt in the virtual world, so don't even worry about this.
Yeah. Government-mandated mass sterilization of women.
That's not what's really important. Anita Sarkeesian's got the real fucking scoop, buddy.
This is where it happened, an abandoned government building. A temporary camp was set up in this government hospital, which has been vacant for the past 7 months. The caretaker here says a sterilization drive used to be held here in this room twice a month. But as you can see, it's been sealed off by the government because an investigation is now underway. Dr. R.K. Gupta was arrested.
I don't even know. What is the why? I don't even get why this happens or what the thought behind it is. Like, we need to sterilize these women and stat. What for? To what end? What does this even do?
I don't know if it's for population control or that's what it kind of seems like.
Wow.
Or maybe because I believe this is in India.
Yeah, it said it was India.
Right. And they still have a social class system, like untouchable class and that sort of thing.
Let's sterilize the poor people.
Yeah, something like that.
Today on charges of negligence and attempted culpable homicide in the deaths of a dozen women who had undergone sterilization operations. Investigators say he operated on 83 women in 6 hours. The procedure was free, and the government even offered $23 as an incentive, a little more than a week's salary for some in this part of the country. Families here in Amshena village in Chhattisgarh state, India are outraged and grieving. 3 women volunteered for the procedure. 2 of them died. My wife had severe pain and started vomiting the day after the surgery. I took her to the hospital. She died half an hour later. It's very difficult for me, he says. I have 3 very young children. Investigators believe the antibiotics and painkillers distributed at the sterilization camp may have been tainted. Today, they raided a pharmaceutical plant that supplied the medicines.
This is a medical negligence in the sense that 83 numbers of operations in a short duration.
Okay. I still don't understand what the fuck this even happened for, though.
It is population control.
Okay.
India is the second most populated country in the world. And, both China and India, they are large countries compared to other ones, but they're kind of running out of room.
But I mean, like, wouldn't it make more sense to do vasectomies if you were going to do that? Because I mean, isn't that easier? I thought that was easier.
Right, but this is real misogyny here.
Right, of course. And no one should just be forced to have a surgical procedure of any kind anyway.